Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to dive in the world of email marketing and figure out how the tool called Mailchimp can help you achieve incredible profits in your business with the use of its email marketing features. But first, let's talk numbers. Did you know that email marketing has one of the highest ROIs in the world of digital marketing? According to recent studies, for every dollar you spend on email marketing, you can make up to $42 back. And that's an incredible 4,200% ROI on investment. I don't think any other form of advertising can match that. And before you jump in, let me tell you, email marketing is not just about sending newsletters. There's a lot more that you can do. You can build trust with your customers, which is the most important currency in any business. You can drive meaningful conversations with them, and you can build everlasting relationships with your customers. With email marketing, you can directly reach your customer's inbox, which is a highly personal and effective way to market your offerings. And in fact, emails are 40 times more likely to acquire new customers versus other forms of digital marketing. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. This is the homepage of Mailchimp, and as you can see, there are four major things that Mailchimp can help you with in your business. One is converting email with automations, which means that if somebody becomes your customer at your Shopify store, you can send them email depending upon what he has purchased, of how much value he has purchased, so on and so forth. Generative AI is another new addition to Mailchimp, which they have introduced recently, and through which you can generate emails with the help of AI. I'm going to take you to that section as well. Next up is refine with segmentation. Segmentation basically is a category of your customer. So let's say you have an email list of 100 people. Not all 100 people would be your potential or your new customer. Some customers can be your potential customers, some customers can be your new ones, some can be your old ones. So all these different chunks of customers would be customer segments. Last thing that Mailchimp can help you with is optimize with analytics and reporting. So once you have sent your campaign, the next step remains is to optimize and analyze what results and what impact it has had on your sales or on your conversions, whatever you intend to make out of it. Okay, so these are the four main things that broadly Mailchimp can help you with. There are a lot of other things as well, but all of those could be a subset of these four major things. So that's mostly it. Let me show you what the sign up process of Mailchimp looks like. So we click on sign up, some random username as my username, and let me put my password like that, and let me check this box and I click sign up. Okay, and it asks me to check my email. So let's go to our email, and here is the email from Mailchimp, which is asking us to activate the account. So let's activate the account. Yes, and now our account is activated. So let's set up our account. Let's make our first and last name. Business name can be, let's say, my own name, and you can write a phone number. That is recommended, but it's not mandatory, right? So let's click next. An address should be your business address, and this one is very important because according to the anti-spam laws, you have to have an address when you are starting up with a Mailchimp account or any similar kind of service, and your address will be displayed on each and every email at the footer of that email. Okay, so make sure this is an absolutely correct information, because without that you might be, or your account might be in trouble. Okay, and now we have to define that what exactly are we doing with our business right now. So if you're selling our own website or a physical location or online marketplace or consultation or social media, we have to put that information right now. So let's say I put consultation services and I click next. Okay, what's your top goal with Mailchimp? So whatever your goal is, you can just put it right now, right here. So let's say I put drive sales, revenue, or conversations. Okay, I click next. and what are the most important features for your business. So this would be an important section, and you have to select whatever is applicable and whatever you're looking forward to use from Mailchimp for your business. Okay, so I will, let's say, use email templates, I'll use AI generated content, I'll use automations, I'll use segmentations, optimized, advanced reporting, all of these. Okay, click next. And here you can import your brand. What this will do is, if you have already a website that's functioning, you can just enter the URL of that website and Mailchimp will automatically import the assets from your websites. And by assets, I mean the website color theme, the website, the images you have used on website, maybe their products, whatever. So whatever content that is available on your website, entering your website address in this step would automatically fetch all of that data and that media inside your Mailchimp account. And what that will do is, when you're making your emails later, you can just use all those prefetched data and prefetched media from within Mailchimp instead of importing it again and again. Okay, so I won't do it right now, but I hope you understand how this works, so I'll skip it. Okay, and here you can confirm your industry. So I would say management and technical consulting services. I do this, I click confirm. And what's your contact range? So this will help Mailchimp what kind of plan would be most suitable for you. I'll tell you a little bit more about this. Let's just choose the first, which is 0 to 500, and we click next. And here it has asked us to try their standard plan for $1. Usually it's $20, but they're offering us to try it for $1 for the first month, right? And before we move further, these are the subscription options that Mailchimp offers. So it's basically 4 levels: free, essentials, standard, and premium. And all of these would offer different kind of things. Some would have some things which are limited, and the higher ones will have everything that's unlimited, right? So for this tutorial, we'll just go for the free plan. We can upgrade it anytime we want, but for now, let's continue for free. And now it will prepare our account. Okay, now, so this would be your homepage. This would be your section through which you will create all your campaigns moving forward. So it's important to understand what's going on here before we go any further, right? So let's start from the left. On the campaigns, we'll have all the campaigns that we are going to create to send to our email list. Okay, automations would be all the automations that we will be doing. Some of them would be pre-built, like welcome your new contacts, or email tag customers, or celebrate your customers' birthdays, all of that. So here we can import these pre-built automations, or as Mailchimp calls it, pre-built journeys. Okay, and we can use the automations. Next up is audience. So audience is basically all of your contacts, all of your email lists would be displayed here, and you can make sign up forms, you can make segments, you can tag your audience in different sections. Let's say some are high value purchasers, some are people who have purchased from you twice or thrice in a week. So all of those things can be different segments or different tags. Okay, analytics is basically what's the performance of your campaigns have been. All of these things would be showing up in the analytics section. Okay, website is basically where you can, so if you have already a Shopify store or some website on which you are actually gathering the customer data already, that's fine. But if you don't, Mailchimp also offers you to design your own website. It's a slightly lesser known fact, but through Mailchimp you can also design your own website rather than just being an email sending platform. It's also a website design platform now. Content is basically all your files or your whatever creatives you have imported to use in multiple campaigns. All of that will come inside content tab, right? And integration is basically, if you have been seeing my videos with Zapier, HubSpot, and all of the other things, integrations allow you to connect the existing apps which you use, like Shopify or social media, or there are a lot of apps that can help you automate your process without any manual intervention from you, right? So let's say a customer purchases something on your Shopify store today and you want to send a welcome email to that customer. So you can link your Shopify store here and you can automatically set up an automation that whenever that purchase event triggers, Mailchimp can automatically send a welcome email to that particular customers, right? And in that way, you can make a lot of combinations of integrations, automations, and email sending. I'll tell you all of that just in a bit. And today, I'm going to tell you how to actually create your first email sending campaign through Mailchimp. Okay, so you just click Create button here, and on the left, click on Email, and you have these options: regular, plain text, or template. Regular is basically designer emails in which you can include images, GIFs, or like media elements, versus plain text is just simple plain text emails that you write in your everyday life to friends or to colleagues. They don't have any photos or videos inside them. And templates is basically predefined templates from Mailchimp. So to make things easier, let's go with templates for now, and we click Get Started. And these are the templates which Mailchimp is offering. Most of them are not free, are paid, but in the starting there are a few good templates that are actually free. So let's take this one and let's preview it first. So this is how your template by default looks like, but you can do whatever changes you want inside it, and let's see how. So let's exit the preview and we click Apply, and let's name a template. Okay, we click Save. Right, and now we are at the editing level of our template, through which we can redesign everything in this particular template, right? So let's say first we learn how to edit the template. So to edit, just click on any text or anything that is already there in the template, and you can just directly edit it. So let's say I can do this edit, and I can also change this, and I can also change this button text to say press me, and I can change this to something else. So if I click on here, either I can add image right away from here, or I can use the left section in which I can add. So if you already have the images, you can upload your image, but you can also browse from the internet, or from, if you want to have Giphy like GIF images, you can search from here. And if you want to use your logo, you can do from here. Or if you have a Canva account, you can actually sync your Canva designs with Mailchimp. So whatever you design in Canva would automatically be available to be used inside your Mailchimp. And that is an awesome integration that would come in handy to you, because I know a lot of companies who have designers who are designing their brand identity inside Canva. So their email marketing managers don't have to go back and forth again and again for the media. They can just link their Canva accounts with their Mailchimp accounts and directly work together. Okay, so for now, let's choose Giphy, and let's just choose this GIF. I like it. I click Insert. Right, and now this is how my email template looks like. Right, now on the left hand side, I can actually insert a lot of things inside this. Okay, so I can insert a heading. I just drag and drop, let's say right here, and I would say hurry up, time is running out. Okay, so this heading just kind of relates to this particular GIF, right? And you can also edit properties of this headline. So if you want to change the font or the color of the headline, you will just select all of this, go to this bar, and you select all of this, go to this bar and select a different color of the font. So let's say I choose this red, or maybe this red, right? I can highlight the text using this, like that. Okay, and this doesn't look nice, so I'll just remove it. like that. Okay, so this is good. And you can also do a lot of, you can also add a spacer. This just puts a space in between like that without anything. Okay, and a lot of things, you can add a video, you can add an image, you can add a paragraph, buttons, all of that comes under content. If you go to layouts, you can choose different layouts, right? So if you choose this, you can add it like that, so it will add a layout which was defined like that here. So you can drop in content here and it will actually be displayed exactly like what you're seeing here. Okay, so I'll remove it for now. And on the left there is something called as styles. Okay, so for style we can change the background color, the theme of your newsletter, and you can also change the fonts of the text or the headlines or any of these, right? And you can change the link color, you can change the button colors, and you can change the divider width. So all of these styles would be, so if you have, let's say, a lot of headings or a lot of sections which are the same, let's say you have this 5 times in your campaign for some reason, right? So instead of going one by one and editing all of these fonts and colors individually, what you can do is you can go to styles and you can just tell that for H1 I want to have this kind of font. So let's say I change it to Vedana. So this will just change this, and if this is used any other time in this same campaign, all of these will be changed at once. Okay, and very important, if you made a mistake and you want to undo things, there is an undo button right here, right? So if I undo this, this will revert us to where we were last time. Okay, the next section is optimize. So optimize is basically checks all of the things that is available for you. If there is some link error or some tags error, it will notify you before you save and send your campaign. Okay, so this is it. Before, and the most important thing, when you're happy with your campaign, always send a test before saving and sending it to all your actual customers, because you don't know how this looks like in your actual inbox. Okay, so you send a test. So let's say I send a test to myself. Okay, I send a test, and let me look at my inbox how this looks like. This is how the campaign looks like in my inbox. Okay, and this red bar says this is a test message, so that you don't get confused if you're working with a lot of campaigns at the same time. This will help you stay organized, and I think it looks pretty good and I'm happy with it. Okay, so let's go back to Mailchimp and we click save and exit. Okay, now that we have a template defined, the next step would be to send it to your customer list. Okay, so I select this campaign and I click on create email. So now this section would actually enable you to create an email sending campaign, right? So far, what we have done was we had designed our campaign, but now this is the part where we are going to actually send out our campaign. So the first thing should be to edit this name. So let's say, I would say first email campaign. I click save, and first section would be to who, right? So since this is a new account, I don't have any contacts, but you would have a list of your customers. So if you have, let's say, a list of customers, you can click here and you can import your contacts right here, right? Import from another service. So maybe it is Shopify or WordPress, or you can upload a file, or you can copy and paste your contacts from a spreadsheet. Okay, so once we do that, we exit this and we go back to our campaign section. Right. Next up is from. So your from should be your email from wherever you are sending, and should be your name, right? Subject should be, let's say, add a subject. So subject could be like I say, check this out. Okay. So subject could be anything that is relevant to your campaign. Okay. Preview text is basically something that is previewed in your subject bar after the subject line. Okay. Let me show you what that is. So preview text is basically this one. This is actually the preview text. Okay, so that is also important because when you open your Gmail or your email account on your computer, on your laptop, the space is not all filled with the subject line. It is empty, right? So it's important if you can make use of this to quickly tell your customer what this email is about. The chances of it getting opened are much higher. Okay, so let's go back to preview text and let's say uh, most awaited sale is here. Okay, so this is our preview text. Next is send time. So if I want to send it now, I can do it, or if I want to schedule a time later, that also I can be doing right here. That is not available on the free plan, so you have to upgrade your plan if you want to schedule your sending time. Okay, so here you can enable social cards. Basically, you can connect your Facebook or your Twitter or your Instagram, and it will show up as your cards like right here. So whenever somebody clicks on these things, they will be taken to your social media. If that is relevant to your business, you can do it. And the very last things is settings and tracking. So right now we are tracking opens and we are tracking clicks. And these are the two things that matters to us the most right now. If you are sending a campaign to 1,000 people, how many of them opened? That's number one. And how many of them clicked something, clicked anything or any link that was present inside the campaign. So we are tracking that. And if you remember, I showed you a place of analytics in our campaign homepage. That is where the reports will be coming in as soon as our campaign gets going and people start getting our emails, start opening them and start clicking on the links. Okay, so once we are done, we can just click send and our campaign will be sent. We can just now sit back and relax and then monitor how the campaign is doing in our analytics tab of the campaign home, which I'm going to tell you in a future video. So please make sure you subscribe and do let me know in the comments if you want to know anything else in the Mailchimp platform. I'll be happy to make a video of that as well. So until then, see you next time.